Now we're doing that for third block because most of them are leaving, so they wouldn't see this. All right, so there's only two major things with which you need to be concerned. Thing number one is what's design you're going to make your shirt. All right, I'm going to show you all the basic designs. You need to decide over the weekend what design best suits your desires, if you will. All right, second thing is you need to think about your color combination. And the last thing, of course, is I need a little bit of money, and I apologize for that. But the reason I have to do that is because we buy what I call PFD shirts, which are prepared for dyeing, and a regular T-shirt from Walmart doesn't work the same at all. All right, so $7. You can just hand that to your teachers either today or Monday, and if money is really tight or there's an issue, just let either me or one of your teachers know, and we'll find a way. Okay, I want everybody to be able to do it if you wish to. All right, so designs. So, absolute simplest design is a bullseye. All right, this is the absolute simplest. And the way you make a bullseye is really, really straightforward. You grab a hold of the thing, pick it up, and there you go. Okay, you put your die here, and then your next color of dye, or however many colors you want. You don't have to be this involved. All right, but you put your die here, next color, next layer, and then it pops open like this. Now, very, very important, notice the bottom of this shirt. All right, I was in a hurry when I did this one. You notice all the white space. I didn't want all that white space. But if you take the shirt and just put the die that's what's in the area that's immediately visible, and you don't go between the folds, you will have white space. If you see any white space when you've got the shirt folded or pleated, you're going to have a lot of white space when you open the shirt. Okay, so this is the absolutely easiest possible pattern is a bullseye. All right, also ridiculously easy, stripes. All right, we used to, my wife always would say, here, these shirts are ruined, go tie-dye them. So I got lots of my kids' shirts to tie-dye over the years. Okay, this stripe pattern, obviously, I put a little bit of a diagonal to it. So all you do with stripes is you take it and you pleat it. Okay, so you're folding it thusly. All right, so you're folding it against the direction that you want the stripes. So if you want the stripes, horizontal, you pleat it vertically. Yes. If you want them horizontal, you pleat it vertically. If you want them vertical stripes, very slimming, all right, you could pleat it horizontally. If you want them at a little bit of a diagonal, you can pleat it diagonally. All right? All right, so that's simple, straightforward. Now, we add a bit of complexity. We can add symmetry. All right, so we could do a V pattern. All right, V pattern, ridiculously easy. How do you suppose you get symmetry in a shirt? Fold it in half. All right, there we go. So you can make a V pattern. Now, if you want your V to go down, you want to pleat one way. If you want your V to go up and point at your face because it's all about me, all right, you can do it the other way. It's up to you. So if I simply fold the shirt in half and I want the diagonals to go down towards the middle, then I want to pleat against that. So whatever direction you want, you're pleating to get some bleeding between the layers. Make sense? Okay, if at any point you have a question, stop me. All right. And that's another reason, if you look at this shirt, there's another reason that I get PFD shirts. They say 100% cotton on a lot of these shirts, but they're not. The thread is actually polyester. All right, and this dye is what's called fiber reactive dye. It actually reacts to the shirt. All right, this shirt has been literally washed probably hundreds of times. All right, some of my others I guarantee have been washed hundreds of times. The difference is that this dye is now part of the fiber. It's actually chemically bonded to the fiber. So this shirt will stay pretty much forever unless you pour bleach all over it. All right, so it's not one of those cheap RIT dye things that you get where you wash it 3 times and it's faded and looks like crap. All right, so just another V. Okay. Okay. Now, the classic spiral. All right, the classic spiral. Spirals are very, very easy. All right, let me actually use, because this won't spiral the way it would spiral. So let me use a regular shirt. Okay, so for a spiral, literally all you do is you lay it down on the surface and you grab where you want your spiral to be and you twist. All right, and you just keep twisting. And you twist and you twist it all in, and it's going to look like crap, but don't worry about it. As long as you twist it carefully, it'll be thus. Okay, so you're creating a spiral. Now, listen closely. If you want to do a spiral, you've already spiraled the shirt. You don't want to spiral the die, because that'll unspiral it. See what I'm saying? Okay. So the idea is, what we're going to have is we're going to have a bunch of beakers and these little squirties. All right, little micro pipettes. All right, and so what you'll do is you'll take your spiraled shirt and mentally divide it up into pie pieces. Okay, you can do one that's really simple, simply 4 pieces. This one, that was a 6. Okay, if you try to go much beyond 6, it gets a little too complex and the pattern starts to break up. Okay, so you can cut it into 4, you can cut it into 6. All right, I mean 8's, yeah, 6 is probably about as far as I would go. Then what you're going to do is you're going to soak this part of the shirt